Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced from alexmercedcoder.com. Let me clean this all up. Okay, what we're going to talk about today is variadic functions. Okay, now what a variadic function is, it's a function that can take a variable number of arguments. So let's see here if I do this. Okay, so let's get rid of that as a slice. Let's say int. So we're going to want to take an int and let's see what I want to do with return value. Okay, but we'll say the first, so we're going to have two variables, num1, and then we're going to have another parameter, num2, but I want to use an ellipse. Okay, so what that means, okay, is that I can take a variable number, so it should be more like this. Okay, I can take as many variables that goes into this num2 as I want. Okay, and let's do something interesting for it. Now, what it does is that it's going to make a slice out of everything I pass after the first parameter. Okay, and do something with it. And I can then use that slice in the function. So what I could do is do a for loop for I equals 0, as long as I is less than the length of the slice, num2. You can't pass a slice in. It's expecting a bunch of integers the way I wrote it, so because it's all int. So it's expecting me to give it a bunch of integers, and it turns those integers into a slice. So it's different than creating a function that takes the slice as an argument, like I did in the previous video. So keep in mind that you can pretty much achieve the same thing either way. It just depends what you think has cleaner code and also the situation. Because if you decide to make a slice the desired parameter, then you have to create a slice with the data first before you can put it in the function. But if the information you have is not already in the slice, it's just a bunch of pieces of data that are random out there, it might be better to do it this way. So you can just pass it through to the function and not have to worry about creating a fresh slice before you pass it through to the function. So, okay, for the length of 2, and then again, I plus plus. Okie dokie. So, let's see here. Now, we'll say it's going to return. We're going to return a reference to that slice. I'm going to see what happens if I can do that. Okay. So for I0, so what's it going to do each time? It's going to take num2 I and add 2 to it. Okay, that's what it's going to do. Okay. And then after the loop is done, it will return num. Cool. It'll return num2, I mean. Okay, because that's going to be a slice of integer type so that it satisfies the return. So basically, it's just going to take all the numbers I put in there, turn them into a slice, add 2 to each number, so then I should be given a slice that refers to an array where everything, that's all my numbers that I gave it, plus 2. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to create a new slice. Okay. So I don't know how to do this. So first, let's declare the slice. Var, we'll just call it my slice equals array magic. And I never really did anything with the first. Actually, that's what we'll do. It adds whatever num1 is. Okay. So basically, I want to add 2 to each item. And then the other items are going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so basically the way this should work is that it's going to take a slice using these made up of these numbers, and then go through each of the iterate through them and add 2 to each one. And that'll end up being my slice. And just to make sure, we're going to print my slice. t equals my slice. Oh yes, that function works. It's like this. My slice. Let's see if that works. Cannot use with non-final parameter number 1, 7 through 8. Think here, non-final number, array magic. So the problem is, this is considered a different type than just one number. So I need to make this an int. I can't have, for me to have a variadic parameter, it has to be after the first parameter. There has to be at least one sort of one number parameter, in a sense. Or that's the only one. I can't have, because I won't know when. I can have one variadic parameter. It has to be the last one, because then I won't know when the first one's done and the second one's done, etc. So the only one I can do this with would be in the last parameter, and I got to make sure I put the separate type declaration. So this is just one int. This is a variable number of ints. So let's run that, see if that works better. Okay. Known to I plus 2 evaluated, but not used. Y undefined, my slice. Okay, well then I'll just type in var my slice. Oh, that's right, because I didn't do this. Oh, shoot. So if I do this, I should fix that. Okay. Okay, I see what happened. So what happened here is that I'm actually doing, I'm evaluating this number. So I'm doing, hey, num2 plus number 1. It's evaluated, but I'm not doing anything with it. I'm not assigning it somewhere. I'm not returning it. I'm not doing anything with it. So what I need to do, change it to num2, or no, num2 I equals num2 I plus num1. There we go. That should fix it. So just to kind of go over all the arrows from my original version. Okay, again, I have to make sure I actually do. So just because I have what I'm doing here, I got to do something with it. So I have to assign it to this variable, or I could return it. I got to do something with it. Okay. The other issue is I needed a quick assignment, because if I don't have the quick assignment, then I got to do something like put var in front of it, but I don't want to. And then again, originally I have to make sure the type declarations are, in this case, differentiated between the first parameter, because there's only one of those are being taken, versus this parameter num2, where I can take an infinite number of parameters. Cool. Okay, and we got just that. So technically, we passed in these numbers as our arguments. It added 2, so 3 plus 2 is 5, 4 plus 2 is 6. So basically 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So basically this iterated through it, and I could have added as many numbers as I wanted, and then I returned the slice, assigned it to a new slice, and now I have, so basically I took a bunch of numbers and turned it into a slice, so I have this array I can work with. I'm sure there can be some useful for this if I want to like reduce a price, increase a price. So maybe I have, a bunch of variables with prices, and I want to give them all a discount. I can then create a slice with all my discounts, with all my discounted prices, something like that. Okay, but that's what a variadic function is. I can take basically again, I can take as many arguments as I want. I don't have to make a slice. They're just integers, and then I could just keep going on. I could be like 10, 11, 12, however long I want. So cool. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day and enjoy.